So hello Arya. So last time we were doing, how do I tell whether a given number is prime number or not, right? So now let's do one thing. Let's do an exercise. So try to print all the prime number from 2 to 100. So we want to print all the prime number from 2 to 100. How will you do that? So you can.
So maybe like.
So again, so you basically.
Like go like one like.
Yeah, you go by like this: 2, check if it's a prime number, then 3 if it's a prime number, 4 if it's a prime number. If it's not a prime number, then you skip it.
Like.
Okay.
You need to do. Oh, I know what we have to do.
So you need to write another function which is called def. Which we should call print prime number. Okay. Or you can just whatever. You can just write a loop. For doing a print. Or you just write a loop. Don't even have to. Yeah, you can write a loop directly.
Okay, then this is this.
2 comma. Okay. Then. Then you want to check if the number is, if the I is prime or not. If it's prime, then you want to print it. How do you check if it's prime? So uses the.
If I
Is prime. How will you check if I is prime? Use the function, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is.
prime.
No. Not. You have to call the function, right? Is prime. You have to call with what? You'll call with I. So you have to call with I. That's why you make functions, right? So you call them. You just know how you call function, right? How do you call the function?
Use parentheses.
Yeah, that one, right? You call all the function using that, right? You range or anything you are doing is that. Like now you pass I. Now you call, and what will Google give you? It's gonna give you either true or false. If it's give you true, then what you want to do? Then you want to print, right? So you do enter and do that print. And then you print I. But you also want to basically do is you don't want to go new line, right? So you want to maybe try with and is equal to.
No, it's comma, Daddy.
That's it. So we just want to use a space for the thing. Okay, so this should do it. Okay, so you're gonna go back and now we just want to remove all this one. So this will actually print all the prime number from 2 to. So let's run it and see if it works properly. So it prints 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23,
In the previous
29.
video, 19 and 23, I said.
Yeah, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 50, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89, and 97. Okay, so correct. So this seems to be the prime number. Now let's talk about another very interesting topic in math, which is called factorization. Okay, so what is factorization? Factorization. Okay.
I don't know.
So suppose you are given a number. Let's say you are given a number called so number like let's say given 10 number, right? So what is 10 equal to? So 10 is basically equal to 5 into 5 into 2, right? Right. Or you can also say, well, it is equal to 10 into 1, right? Or you can say, well, it is equal to what else? I don't know. But I think this is the one you can do. What about something else? Like let's say 20. No? 20, how can you factorize it? 4 into 5.
Or 10 into 2.
10 into 2. What else? What else you can do? 4 into 5, 10 into 2, 20 into 1, right?
Yeah, 20 into 1.
21. Okay. So now, but you see the factors, right? All these number, right? So 5 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number.
Yeah.
10 is not a prime number and 1 is definitely not a prime number, okay? So what about this next one? So again, 4 is not a prime number, 5 is a prime number. So you see this factor, right? So now what we are interested in doing is we are only want to know all the factors where everything is prime number, right? Everything is prime. So which are the example? So what is the prime factor? So prime factors are the factor where every number is a prime, right? So prime factorization is when everything is prime. Like 5 into 2 is a prime factorization. So it's because all the numbers are prime, right? Why this is interesting? Do you know? Because this is unique. So there will be no 2 for a number, okay? So as you can see the factorization, you can do it multiple way, right? Factorization. So there is no one answer, right? If you do factorization, there is no one answer. But if you do a prime factorization, this is gonna be exactly one answer. That is what makes it interesting and
unique.
Useful. And it's gonna be useful very for you a lot of things. You will see later why it's useful for other things. So now how do we go about doing the prime factorization? Okay, so let me give you the algorithm and you can give it a try if you can figure out. So what the goal is very simple, right? What we want to do is we want to take a number. Let's say we take a number 24, okay? So what we're gonna do is again we're gonna start from 2 and we'll go till, let's say we go to 24, right? Whatever is the number and number, right? We go till there. So we start on 2. So we'll check. Can we divide 24 with 2? Yeah. So it means it's a factor, right? And 2 is a prime number.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll go from 2 to 24 and we'll only take all the numbers which are prime numbers. So you know how to do it, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go from this to this and we're gonna check if the number is prime. If it's prime, then we'll divide this with the number which we are given. Okay. So we divide 2 and yes, it is divisible. So 2 is gonna be added to the answer, right? 2 is gonna added to the answer, right? And what does the number become after that? So number 3 will become, because we divide it, how much is left? It's 12 now. It's 12 now, right? You divide 2 by 12, so it's only 12 left. Now we take 12. So now we don't want to go to the next number because we have divided last time with 2, we have continued with the 2 only.
Yeah.
So we'll again divide 12 from
2 and you can divide it.
And you can again divide it, so you want to add 2 again.
To add the comma.
You add again 2 again. So what is left now? 6. So initially let's say let you do it the other way. So you start here 24 and you divide by 2. You divide by 2. So you added 2 and what is left? 24. And you divide 12 by 2 and what is left is 6 now.
6. Now 6 by 2.
And you can again divide 6 by 2, right?
It's 3.
So you can divide 6 by 2.
It's 3.
And you say 2 is again added, right?
3.
And it's 3 left. Can you divide 3 by 2 now?
No.
No. So now what you gonna do is 3 divided by 2. No, you cannot, right?
Yeah.
So you gonna say now you want to add the number I. So you want to I will become from 2 to 3, right? Now I will go from 2 to 3. Now what you want to do? You want to do 3 divided by 3.
3.
Now if you divide 3 by 3, that will become, now you will add
0.
because no, it's not become 3 divided by 3 is 1.
1.
But so you will add 3. You will be add 3. And the last is 1. So once you reach 1, you are done.
Okay.
And the answer is 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. The prime factorization 24 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3.
So that means 8 multiply 3.
So yeah, so
8
2,
multiply 3.
all of these are prime factor. And 3. So this is
And
the
8
prime factorization of
8
2.
multiply 3
Yeah.
or 8 multiply.
So this is kind of the algorithm for this thing is. So let's write the program, right? So let's say you write def and you say
I'm gonna write it.
you want to write? Now I will write. Well, I'm just saying prime factorization, okay?
You're just writing the def.
I'm just writing the prime factorization and you give a number. Okay, you want to do a prime factorization of this number.
N.
Okay, yeah. And then what you want to do?
For loop.
For loop, yeah, for loop. You start with the for loop in range. Then you write.
Oh, oops! I think that's not.
You write 2 comma
2 comma. What? How much number?
n plus 1, right? You want to do n plus 1
N
plus
plus 1. Okay.
okay.
Division.
Now what you want to do?
Comma. I mean this here.
You can write actually do while loop also, but let's try with the for loop.
Yeah,
I
I know
know.
for loop much better.
But there is a reason, right? You don't want this one will automatically increment by 1, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to increment it?
No.
No, you don't want to increment it, right? So what do you want to do? How will you do that now? That is a problem in this one. So you want to use maybe a
While loop.
while loop,
But I
right?
don't know how to use while loop.
Okay, so the while loop you don't know. So while loop is better to use this case. It's not a for loop. So I will start from 2.
2.
So we say while I is less than n
N.
or less than equal to n. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't use the, remember we don't use this in. And then we say colon. Now what you want to do? So now same. You are saying while I is less than n. If is prime. If is prime.
If prime function is really important.
Yeah, is prime. Is prime.
If it's prime.
And then you want to write I, right? Which
I.
number, which prime? I.
I. Where's I?
And then what you want to do?
If
You want to also check
like
whether it's dividing or not.
so is divisible
So how do you check? You want to write and here.
and
You want to check
And-
both the things
and divisible.
and divisible. How do I check? Is underscore
Divisible.
divisible.
I think it was div.
Yeah, you wrote
Yeah, it's div. It's div.
it's
see?
div.
Not divisible.
Div. And then what are the things we did? We did what was the order? So we checked if n is divisible by a.
A.
So you want to do n is divisible by
A.
I, not I.
Oh.
This one is I, right? The variable you are using n is
I.
the same. N is divisible by
I.
n is divisible by
And
divisible by. No, you don't want to do that, right? You want to give argument. The logic is inside there, right? You just want to give the argument, right? And it's divisible by I. So if it's there, then what do you want to do? So then this is the answer. This I is one of the answer,
Sure.
right? So how will you do that now? You will have to add it to the answer. So maybe you can have a outside. You can have an answer list. Answer is equal to, initially it will be empty list. Okay. Now you want to put that in the answer. So you want to say answer
plus 1.
append. Do you want to use append or plus 1?
No, I think plus 1.
I don't know the plus 1 works or not. So I'm going to use append. So it's going to add to the answer I. Okay. The other thing what you want to do is what?
I
You
think
want
we
to-
use append in list.
Yeah, you can use append. I don't know plus equal to work or not. So append is what you want to do. Okay.
Okay.
Now what the second thing you want to do? You want to update the value of n.
N.
So what the n will become now? So if the n was originally 24,
Yeah.
the n should now become 2.
2.
So 12.
12.
How will you do that?
So then, like original number.
So you do divide n is equal to n divide,
I.
right?
Yeah. Float.
Yeah. So this is what you want to do. So you want to divide the n.
A float
Yeah.
number.
Yeah. Now what else you want to do? You want to repeat again this thing same. But if it's not equal to, or if it's not a prime number, so what you want to do? The
You have
else
to go outside.
else clause mein what you have to do?
Else.
Right? What you have to do in the else one? You have to increase the I value, right?
I plus 1.
I plus 1 equal to, right? And what is the end you want to do? You want to return?
Return true.
No, answer, right?
Answer.
Alright, so that should be the code, and let's see if it works, okay? So we want to do print
Print
prime
prime
Factorization.
Factorize. That's such a long one. Probably just like fact.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll just make it small then. Factor Z. Fact Z. We'll
What
just call it
the?
fact Z. Okay. Alright. So yeah. So that's the.
Factor Z?
So we want to do prime factorization of, let's say, 24, right? Because we remember, right? Or maybe we want to do with something simpler which we remember. So you can take 3 prime factors. Take two. Take 3 prime numbers. Take 3 prime numbers. 3 prime number. 2, 3,
No.
2, 3, 7. Let's say you take 3 prime number. 2, 3.
2, 3, 7.
So what is 2, 3, 7? 2, 3, 7 is equal to. So let's take a calculator. Let's take a calculator. So okay. So where is the calculator? Where is the calculator? Why is it coming? My calculator is not working for some reason.
Oh, we have to probably do it.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
So finally it worked. Okay. So let's say 2
2,
into 7
7,
into
2,
3.
3.
So this is 42. So we calculated 3. We take 3 prime number.
Yeah.
2, 7 and 3.
3.
And we multiplied
No, 2,
them.
7, yeah.
So the point is that if we take this number, we should get those 3 number only as a
Yeah.
prime, because it's unique, right? It should be this is the thing, right? So if you take 3 prime numbers and you multiply them, you should get 42, and that's the answer we should get in reverse, right? So if we take 42, we should get that answer, right? 42. Okay.
Let's see. I hope it's correct. I hope we.
Okay. So it says 2, 3, 7, right? So it says 2, 3, 7,
Is
right?
it probably.
You want to just print a new line here. Print a new line so that it comes to the next line, right? Yeah. So it's 2, 3, 7.
Yeah.
So it works, right? So you are able to find that 40t is equal to 2 into 3 into 7. But what if I give a prime number? What will happen if I give a prime number? Let's say if I give a prime number 13. What the answer will be this time?
I don't know.
Huh? So what do you think it will happen? Will it divide by anything? No, right? But it will divide by that number itself, right? Right?
Yeah.
So what will happen? So that number
13.
itself will come, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that number itself will come. Okay. So this is
That's
the.
weird. Okay.
Do you understand the program? That's weird.
Yeah.
So it's why it would happen, because 13 can only be divided by
13.
13, and
And
the 1 it will become 1. Yeah. And because we have not started from 1, so that's why it is not in the list. Okay. So the prime number will have, all the prime number will have them as a prime factor. That's it. Okay.
We can also debug it.
Yeah, we can also debug it. So you understand, this is the prime factorization program. So you see, you use the is prime and is divide. Okay. So that's the okay. So stop recording.